gonna buy a paper doll. Hey, vinyl community, and welcome YouTubers from everywhere. Yeah, just a little short clip of the Mills Brothers there. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Mills Brothers, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the guy who discovered, quote unquote, the Mills Brothers, a quite interesting story. He's somebody you never heard of, but at one time he was quite famous. So stay tuned, folks. I think you'll enjoy this little bit here about the Mills Brothers. This old fart, he just keeps talking about all the old time music. No, I like the new time music too. Here's Jethro Tull, Aqualung, the UHQR version. Yeah, I ordered this. Why ain't I talking about that? Because that's what you's all talking about, so I'm talking about something different. I hope you all continue to watch. Okay, one of the things that inspired this, you saw this in one of my other videos, I picked up from one of the neighbors 4 big bins of records, and this record was in there. This is a box set from 1976, Reader's Digest, still in the shrink. 6 records in high quality inner sleeves. Very interesting. And of course, these records are near mint. How come these records are all near mint? Of course, most of these records were ordered by people from Reader's Digest who subscribed to Reader's Digest magazine. People would order them, and probably half of them didn't even have turntables that worked anymore. But they got the records. One of the great things here is I love the Mills Brothers. The Mills Brothers' greatest hits, Golden Memories, a salute to the songs of the 20s, In a Latin Mood, a salute to the sentimental 40s, In a Hawaiian Mood, In a Country Mood, In a Reverend Mood, a salute to the 50s. Fantastic set of records. They look like maybe they've never been played. I have this box set and 13 LPs, and I have 3 records of other people that included something from the Mills Brothers. I saw the Mills Brothers live about circa 1973. There were still 3 of the original brothers in the group, very similar to that little video clip. This was about the time period probably. That was the original Flamingo Hotel in Las Vegas before they tore it down. I feel quite fortunate to have visited the first big famous place in Las Vegas that kind of got it all going. Now, how about what the heck is this thing about Seeger Ellis? Little clip right here.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
In the 1920s, Seeger Ellis was the 3rd most popular crooner in America. He was quite successful. He was also a fabulous piano player who loved the early jazz, blues, ragtime stuff. So I first heard about Seeger Ellis because I collected player piano rolls. And here's some rolls we didn't know who this guy was, playing low down, back room, bar room kind of music from the World War I era, and we went on later to discover more about him. But what happened around 1931, he discovered the Mills Brothers. They were playing little dives, not making any money. He had been in the business. His kind of music had gone out of fashion. He was a smart businessman. He signed the Mills Brothers to a contract, and he was their manager for about the next 40 years. Over the course of a couple weeks, he increased their weekly take by 400% once he started managing them. And so he did a little bit of stuff off and on over the years, and he lived up into the 80s to where it was able for him to be interviewed and learn a lot of information about it. So you heard the one little clip there of him singing a song from 1928. Here's my friend Artis Wodehouse playing that first piano roll we found, Texas Whale. woods of eastern Texas is where barrel house music originated. And barrel house music is the progenitor of boogie woogie, a 1927 piano roll issue. And what's fun about this, he grew up in Houston. His father was a well-to-do doctor, and he got classical piano training. Like most young people, he didn't want to hear that stuff. So he was sneaking off at night to the other side of the tracks. He was in the alley behind juke joints and bars and dives. He was listening to the piano players in those places. And these recordings that he did in the 1920s was all the kind of stuff he heard in those back alleys in Houston when he was growing up. So what kind of goes around comes around, I think is kind of neat. What was his favorite stuff growing up, and then how he came to be the good manager for the Mills Brothers for many years. So I say, keep them spinning. See you all down the trail.
Happy trails to you until